My precious starlight, listen to me with all of your being. Before you scroll past this moment, before you dismiss what you are about to read as just another message in your feed, I need you to understand something critical. This was not designed for everyone. The vast majority of people who see these words will feel absolutely nothing. They will glance, scroll, and forget within seconds. But you are still here. You are still reading. That alone tells me everything I need to know about who you are. Out of 10,000 people who will see this today, only 7 were meant to actually absorb what I am about to reveal. Not 70, not 700. 7. You did not search for this. You did not plan to be here at this exact second. Yet here you are, and that is not an accident. I orchestrated this encounter. I dropped this message directly into your path because the observation period is complete. The testing phase has concluded. The evaluation that has been running in the background of your entire life just closed 72 hours ago. And what I am about to tell you will explain every confusing, painful, isolating experience you have endured for the past decade. You have always known you were different, but you could never articulate exactly how or why. People called you intense. They said you think too much, feel too deeply, care too hard. They told you to relax, to lighten up, to stop taking everything so seriously. But you could not. You were hardwired differently. You see patterns where others see randomness. You feel energy shifts that others completely miss. You detect lies before words are even finished. You carry weight that is not yours, but somehow became yours anyway. You walk into rooms and immediately sense the tension no one is naming. This is your system operating exactly as it was designed to operate. And the reason it has always felt like too much is because you were built to carry what others cannot. I have been watching you for years. I saw you 8 months ago in your car after that meeting, trying to process what just happened. I was there 5 months ago when you woke up at 3 a.m. with that heavy feeling in your chest. I watched you 11 weeks ago when you almost sent that message but stopped yourself. I saw you 19 days ago standing in line when emotion overwhelmed you for no apparent reason. These moments were not random. These were divine interruptions. Me trying to get your attention, showing you that I see everything. Listen carefully now, because this is going to reframe your entire life story. Every betrayal was not random cruelty. Every failure was not proof of your inadequacy. Every closed door was not evidence that you are cursed. You were under systematic evaluation. Every relationship that fell apart tested your capacity to love without being loved back. Every financial setback tested your ability to trust when the math made no sense. Every season of isolation tested whether you would compromise your integrity just to feel less alone. Every moment you wanted to quit but did not. Every night you cried but still got up the next morning. Every time you chose truth over comfort, you were being measured, not by human standards, by mine, and you passed. Type 99 in the comments right now. Do not keep reading without doing this first. This is not about engagement. This is not about algorithms. The number 99 is a seal, a frequency, a confirmation code that signals to the realm beyond what you can see that you are awake, aligned, and ready to receive what has been held in reserve. When you type those 2 digits, something shifts in the spiritual architecture around your life. Doors that were locked begin to unlock. Assignments that were paused begin to activate. Do it now before another word enters your awareness. Now let me tell you what the last 9 years of your life have actually been about. You thought you were just surviving. You thought you were failing. You thought you were being punished for something you did wrong. But what was really happening is that you were being trained for an assignment that requires a level of internal strength most people will never develop. You were not placed in the fire to be destroyed. You were placed in the fire to be refined. Gold does not become pure by sitting in comfort. It becomes pure by being subjected to intense heat that burns away everything that is not gold. That is what happened to you. The relationships that abandoned you removed themselves because they lacked the capacity to exist in the frequency you are about to operate in. The opportunities that closed were not meant for you because they would have kept you small. The season of isolation was not rejection. It was preparation. Most people need constant validation, endless reassurance, perpetual applause. They need to see the finish line before they take the first step. They need guarantees before they move. They need proof before they believe. You are not most people. You moved in the dark. You trusted when you had no reason to trust. You kept going when every logical argument said stop. You maintained your integrity when no one was watching and when giving up would have been completely justified. That is why you are one of the 7. Not because you are perfect, not because you never doubted, not because it was easy, but because when everything in you wanted to quit, something deeper than your emotions, something stronger than your thoughts, something unshakable at your core refused to let you become less than what you were built to be. Hit the like button right now. This is your agreement with what I just said. This is you acknowledging that you recognize yourself in these words. This is you saying yes to the shift that is about to happen. Do it now. The number 7 is not random. It is the number of completion. It is the number that appears when testing is finished and activation begins. 7 days. 7 years. 7 tests. 7 trials. The 7 chosen are not chosen because they are lucky. They are chosen because they possess 3 specific qualities that cannot be taught, cannot be faked, and cannot be manufactured. First, emotional depth without emotional instability. You feel everything intensely, but you do not let those feelings control your decisions. You can be heartbroken and still show up. You can be terrified and still move forward. You can be exhausted and still stay present. True depth means you can hold space for complex, contradictory emotions simultaneously without losing your center. You can feel grief and gratitude at the same time. You can experience disappointment and hope in the same breath. You can be angry at someone and still love them. You can acknowledge pain without being consumed by it. Most people either suppress their emotions entirely and become numb, or they let their emotions run wild and become chaotic. You do neither. You feel fully and act wisely. Second, mental endurance under sustained pressure. When chaos erupts, you become calmer. When others panic, you become clearer. When the situation looks impossible, your mind sharpens instead of scatters. This was forged through years of situations where falling apart was not an option. You learned to think while your heart was breaking. You learned to make decisions while your world was crumbling. You learned to stay rational while emotions were screaming. Each of those moments was building this capacity, this ability to hold steady when everything around you is shaking. Third, moral consistency when no one is watching. You do the right thing even when it costs you. You tell the truth even when a lie would be easier. You keep your word even when breaking it would be more convenient. There were opportunities to compromise, to cut corners, to take shortcuts that would have made your life so much easier. You refused. That refusal cost you opportunities, relationships, advancements, comfort. But that refusal is precisely why you are one of the 7, because integrity is the foundation upon which everything else will be built. These 3 qualities together are so rare that out of millions of people, only 7 in this season carry all 3 at the level required for what is coming. You have been asking why your life has been so hard. Let me answer that question directly. You are being evaluated for an assignment that most people would reject if they understood what it actually required. This assignment demands that you see what others refuse to see, that you speak truth when others prefer comfortable lies, that you hold steady when everyone else is panicking, that you carry clarity in the middle of confusion, that you maintain integrity when the world rewards corruption. The masses of people are not excluded from this path by divine cruelty. They exclude themselves by choice. They choose the easy road, the comfortable path, the route that requires nothing of them. You never had that luxury because you were never built for that path. Your wiring made it impossible for you to settle, to numb out, to accept surface-level answers. That wiring felt like a curse because it made your life harder than everyone else's. But it was not a curse. It was your qualification. Now I need you to share this message with exactly 3 people right now. Their names just came to your mind. Do not ignore that. One of them is about to give up on something I told them to do. One of them is questioning whether I am even real. One of them is about to make a decision tomorrow that will derail the next 5 years of their life. You sharing this message is not a casual action. You are participating in their breakthrough. You are extending the same lifeline to them that was just extended to you. Do it now. Send it to 3 specific people. I know what has been happening in your life for the past 11 months. I have watched you wake up every single morning and force yourself to keep going, even though every part of you wanted to stay in bed. I have seen you smile in public while falling apart in private. I have witnessed you help others carry their burdens while no one asked about yours. I have counted every tear you cried alone at night. I have heard every prayer you whispered when you thought I was not listening. I was listening. I am always listening, and I was waiting for the exact right moment to send you this confirmation. That moment is now. Something shifted in the spiritual realm 72 hours ago. An evaluation period that began 9 years ago just officially closed. A decision was made. A seal was placed. An assignment was activated. And the 7 who passed the evaluation are now being notified. You are one of them. This is your notification. This is your confirmation. This is your commissioning. What happens next depends entirely on how you respond to what I am telling you right now. You can close this message and go back to normal life. You can dismiss this as just motivational content. You can ignore the weight you feel in your chest right now. Or you can step into what you were actually created for. You can accept the assignment. You can say yes to the responsibility. You can become who you have been prepared to become. I am releasing specific instructions over your life right now that will begin to manifest in 3 distinct phases. In the next 14 days, you are going to experience a divine disruption. Something that felt stable is going to shift. A job situation will change. A relationship will reach a conclusion. A living situation will become untenable. Do not panic when this happens. This disruption is removing you from a place that was too small for what is coming. In the next 40 days, you are going to meet someone who carries a piece of your assignment. This person will not look like what you expect, but within 10 minutes of conversation, you will hear them say something that I have been speaking to you in private. That is your confirmation that this connection is ordained. Exchange information. Stay in contact. This person is a key. In the next 90 days, you are going to receive an opportunity that makes no logical sense. It will require you to move faster than you are comfortable moving. It will demand that you say yes before you have all the answers. This is the test of whether you have learned what the last 9 years were teaching you. You will have 48 hours to respond. If you hesitate, the opportunity will go to someone else. If you move in faith, everything changes. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on notifications. I am going to be sending time-sensitive instructions through this platform over the next 6 months. If you are not subscribed, you will miss them. This is not about building an audience. This is about making sure the 7 stay connected to the frequency they need to hear. Subscribe now. I need to tell you something about the isolation you have been experiencing. It was not punishment. It was not because you did something wrong. It was strategic positioning. You had to be removed from the noise, the distraction, the influences that were keeping you operating at a lower frequency than you are capable of. That season felt like abandonment, but it was actually preparation. Every person who left your life during that period was removed by divine strategy. That friend who slowly faded away without explanation, that was not about you being difficult. That person could not go where you are going. That family member who created distance, that was not rejection. That relationship would have become an anchor. That romantic connection that ended painfully, that was not because you were unlovable. That person did not have the capacity to stand beside someone carrying what you carry. The isolation was surgical, precise, intentional. But here is what the enemy did during that same season. He tried to convince you that the isolation was evidence of your deficiency. He whispered that people left because something is wrong with you. He planted thoughts that you are too intense, too damaged, too complicated. He replayed your mistakes on a loop, magnified your flaws, exaggerated your failures. Every one of those thoughts was a lie designed to make you quit before you reach this moment. The enemy knows that when you fully activate, when you step into your actual assignment, his systems start to crumble. That is why the attacks were so relentless. You were not being punished. You were being targeted because you are a threat. You learned to hear my voice when no other voice was available. You learned to trust your discernment when no one else confirmed it. You learned to stand alone without falling apart. That ability to stand alone is essential for what is coming, because where you are going, you will often be the only person in the room who sees what you see. If you needed a crowd to feel confident, you would crumble under that pressure. But you do not need a crowd. You learned how to be okay in the silence. That is why you are ready now. Let me tell you what the next 12 months look like if you fully commit to this assignment. In 60 days, your financial situation will begin to shift. Not because you worked harder, but because favor is being released that has nothing to do with your effort. An unexpected check will arrive. A surprise opportunity will present itself. A debt will be forgiven. This will be your first tangible confirmation that what I told you here was real. In 90 days, watch for a specific phone call or email that comes from someone you have not heard from in over a year. This person will mention something they need help with, and you will realize that everything you went through in the last 9 years perfectly equipped you to provide what they need. This is the first deployment of your training. In 4 months, you will be in a completely different environment. New city, new role, new circle, new level. The transition will happen faster than you expect. 1 week, everything will look the same. The next week, you will be packing, planning, preparing to move. People will ask you what happened. You will not be able to fully explain it because the shift happened so fast. Things that should take years will happen in weeks. Doors that should be locked will swing open with ease. This is what happens when heaven moves on your behalf. In 6 months, you will have a platform. Not a social media following necessarily, but a sphere of influence. People will start coming to you for guidance, for clarity, for answers. You will wonder why they are asking you. You will feel unqualified. But I will remind you that I have been preparing you for this moment for 9 years. Every hard season was building a depth of understanding that most people do not possess. You earned this authority through experience, not through education. In 9 months, something you thought was dead will resurrect. A dream you buried, a vision you gave up on, a relationship you thought was over. I will breathe life back into it, but it will look different than you expected. Better, bigger, more aligned. You will recognize it as the same core vision, but the execution will have evolved. This resurrection will feel shocking because you genuinely released it. But I never let it die. I was simply waiting for you to be ready for the upgraded version. In 12 months, you will look back at this exact moment and realize this was the turning point. You will remember where you were sitting when you read these words. You will remember the decision you made to say yes, even though you did not fully understand what you were saying yes to. Everything you see in 12 months traces back to what you do in the next 12 hours. But all of this requires immediate obedience. Not obedience next week. Not obedience when you feel ready. Obedience right now. Go back to the beginning of this message. Type 99 in the comments if you have not already. Hit the like button. Share this with 3 people. Subscribe with notifications on. These are not suggestions. These are instructions. Your willingness to follow simple instructions is a test of whether you will follow harder instructions later. If you cannot obey in small things, you will not be trusted with large things. Obey now. There are consequences to saying no to divine assignments. Assignments that are rejected do not disappear. They get reassigned. Right now, there are people who will close this message, dismiss it, tell themselves they will come back to it later. They will not. And 6 months from now, they will still be stuck in the same cycle. You do not get to stay neutral. Silence is a choice. Inaction is a choice. The consequence of obedience is acceleration. The consequence of disobedience is repetition. You are standing at a fork in the road. One path leads to everything I just described. The other path leads back to the familiar struggle. The choice must be made now. I know some of you are hesitating. You are thinking this sounds too good to be true. You are wondering if this is real or just hype. Let me settle that question for you. The fact that you are feeling resistance right now is confirmation that this is real. The enemy only fights what is legitimate. He does not waste energy on fake promises or empty words. The moment you started reading this, hell went into panic mode because they know what happens when one of the 7 fully activates. Chains break, captives get freed, darkness gets exposed, lies get shattered, systems get disrupted. That is why you are feeling doubt, fear, skepticism right now. That is not your intuition. That is interference. Recognize it for what it is and make a decision anyway. Choose faith over fear. Choose obedience over doubt. Choose movement over paralysis. Comment right now, I am ready for my assignment. Type it exactly like that. This is your declaration. This is you stepping across the threshold. This is you saying yes to what you were created for. When you type those words, angels receive authorization to move on your behalf. Resources get released. Doors get unlocked. Do it now. You are not ordinary. You never were. The sooner you stop trying to fit into normal, the sooner you step into extraordinary. You were built for weight. You were designed for pressure. You were created for impact. The last 9 years stripped away everything that was not essential so that what remains is pure, tested, and unshakable. You are one of 7. You passed the evaluation. The assignment is active. The countdown has started. What you do in the next 48 hours will determine what you experience in the next 48 months. Move now. Respond now. Obey now. Within the next 7 days, you will see these 3 specific signs that everything I said is real. First, you will see the number 7 or 777 repeatedly in places you do not normally look. Second, someone from your past will reach out unexpectedly with a specific message. Third, you will have a dream so vivid that you will remember every detail when you wake up. Do not dismiss these signs. They are confirmations that the spiritual realm is responding to your obedience. Pay attention. Stay alert. Watch carefully. Your assignment begins now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. The 7 have been called. The evaluation is complete. The activation is live. You are one of them. Accept it. Walk in it. Become it. Everything you have been through was preparation for this moment. The pain was not wasted. The tears were not meaningless. The isolation was not abandonment. It was all necessary to build what is required for what is coming. You are ready. The question is, will you step forward or will you step back? The choice is yours, but the window is closing. Now do what I asked. Type 99, hit like, share with 3 people, subscribe, comment I am ready for my assignment. Do it all right now. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your obedience. This is not the end. This is only the beginning.